Come on, start the match. Here we go. In game. Ah, wait a second. Like this. Perfect. Legend in the attack. YeahBuddy in the defense. 0-0. And we're loading. Perfect. Intensity 2 times more this evening, and this is the first. We see on the bottom 1-time Falcos, 1-time Zephos on one player, though very, very special focused guy. Then Falcos on Barracuda as well, and Klepper Drogon got Falcos as well. So 3 Falcos for the attackers, 1-time Zephos. On the defense, YeahBuddy got 4 times Zephos, no Falcos. So both sides got 4 of the expensive special units, but 3 times Falcos plus 1 time Zephos for the attackers and 4 times Zephos for the defenders. And I'm so excited to see those Zephos perform as they usually do. YeahBuddy is a team full of experienced players, and I mean, the names the Zephos are, the names of the guys they have the Zephos are so well known. I mean, you have to know these guys and they know how to play Zephos. And on the other side, Falcos as well, played by very, very experienced players in Zepho as well. And yeah, the rest of the units very much range here for the defenders. And it's gonna be so exciting to see how those teams perform against each other. I mean, we have on the right side, we have 4 times C4 shields plus 3 times Palace Guards, and then just 3 Reapers and Onamushas plus Mudaos and Men Arms to deal some damage. And on the left side, we have so many Imperial Pikes. It's just such a huge difference in the unit pick. I mean, YeahBuddy just relying heavily on shields and probably some Zephos also being mixed up later when the push is about to happen. And Legend just going for the Falcos and Imperial Pikes and all that stuff. And I'm not sure which one will work out better. I think YeahBuddy will have the upper hand with the 4 shields and Zephos, but if they don't bring the Zephos to work, they will lose this one. The Zephos are just a crucial point, as always. If they work, YeahBuddy will win. If not, they have a huge problem there. YeahBuddy staying on the wall with almost everyone here. And I'm not sure what they are looking for. I mean, they are almost all here on this part of the map. Maybe looking for the musket or some stuff like that. But I'm not sure why. The ram is on 1 HP, so ram could be destroyed in a second if they would want to. And yeah, I'm not sure what they are doing here, but yeah, I think they will just show some presence on the wall here and then retreat as soon as the towers get to the wall. Gate getting shot at by the flame arrow thrower, and the attackers were smart. They destroyed their own ram to just make sure they have a full life ram going towards the gate, not having to wonder about the life of their ram, and just being able to push it with full life there. And I mean, the defenders don't have any arty left. They have to destroy it with muskets or mauls or some stuff like that if they want. And yeah, they have the range in the gate probably already yet, but yeah, okay, we can check it from here. Range not here yet, so at the moment no range units to shoot at the units that are pushing the ram. One more down, dying here to the longbow. And yeah, first kill of the match. Oh my god, and that's exactly what I thought about before. Why are they running so stacked up? And yeah, that's the reason. And oh, Lazy Imperator dying to the javelins. Very, very nice done here from the attackers. Just trading one by one and not accepting any sort of pressure of the defenders. Second tower is about to land in a second. Third tower not being pushed at all. Now getting pushed by one-time T4 shields. And here we see the T4 shields getting knocked over by the ram. And probably reaching the gate. No muskets or anything for the defenders. And like that, gate is open. And oh, I was wrong. There are muskets, but a bit too late to do anything about that. We will probably see the first C4s being brought in a few seconds. And yeah. Attackers taking the time waiting for the second tower to arrive until they move to the top. And yeah, as I said, here we go. First unit of C4s out and on the field. Maybe a second unit coming as well. I'm not sure. I mean, they had 4 times C4s. Maybe it was 3 times for 3 pushes and maybe 1 for a unit that gets jumped. We will see. But attackers probably also pulling their Falcos. Yes, here we go. Falcos on the way towards the siege tower, protected by a unit of halberdiers. And I'm not sure why they are not moving yet. Okay, they are. And also the Zephos. Immediately Zephos for the first push here. And they only have 1. So if this unit of Zephos dies, the attackers don't have any Zephos left. And have to only go with their 3 units of Falcos. And they also have 1 with them now. So yeah, very heavy invest in special units here. But it might be the right choice, because you definitely need something to counter the C4s of the defenders, and what better than to bring own C4s. But you have to be careful, because the defenders can just stand there and shoot with their C4s while you have to move yours into position and into the range of the others. And like that, it can happen then that you lose your Zephos. But I hope Silent One is experienced enough to know when to move where with his unit and not to get sniped off by anything. We see a Dual Blade on the A point, very aggressive. Probably going away in a few seconds. Usoi fighting it, but yeah. He's fine, I think. Dual Blade should be fine as well. And yeah, like that, both just retreat. And the first shields are on the stairs, going down slowly, not supported by anything, maybe trying to bait out any aggression of the defenders, but nothing happening yet. I mean, that's the right call. You don't want to commit in some shields while the rest of the team is on the top, ready with Falcos and C4s. Speaking of Falcos, I don't see them at the moment. I'm wondering where the Falcos are. Maybe they exchanged them? Ah, no. There we go, on the left side of the screen. Falcos are on the back of the wall, ready to shoot from back there into the push. And here we go, generally going down with his shields, now supported by the rest of the team, some anti-cuff immediately there, 200 as well, and the Imperial Pikes ready for the fight. The defenders are still very slow. They don't really want to overcommit here, but now they are going in. And oh my god, you see C4s already being taken out. We only have one Z4 left for the defenders. The longbow on top just doing such a great job at sniping out the C4s in. The C4s of the defenders, of the attackers are still there, so they are able to shoot, but the defenders got 2 times C4s and we see how strong they are. Just Hussars going in with the support of C4s. And the attackers just lost their own flamies at this moment to a long sword. Jumping behind like this is just a brutal fight here. One more C4 trying to do his best to support the team. And both sides are losing heavily out on units, but the Falcos and the C4s for the attackers finally doing the job they needed and clearing up the defenders. Some cuff going in from the main gate. The rest of the men-at-arms will be cleaned up, but oh my god, here are some more Modaos going in. The Kriegsbrüders won't be there for long, but Modaos really have to be careful. Falconetti shooting into them, heroes jumping, and I don't think the Modaos will last for long here. Imperial Pikes probably walking in. Yep, here we go. They're walking in, walking around the, or walking the Modal over, and yeah, that means they got a small cooldown on their walk. But I think, yeah, Legend is pushing on, is going towards the point. They have 14 versus 9 heroes, and that's the advantage they need for the B point. We see another unit of C4s for the defenders coming from the top, and also some Hussars. And this is a tough fight for Legend. They have to fight for both sides. No anti-cuff at the moment for the back. And oh my god, here comes some Hussars going completely through. Imperial Pikes walks from both sides. And this Hussars were perfectly countered by the Imperial Pikes. But the C4s, look at the C4s just again perfectly shooting in. Getting jumped again. This is the third unit of C4s for the defenders getting jumped, but I think they are perfectly fine with this. And oh my god, just look at all this cuff going in for the attackers into the back of the defenders. No anti-cuff there, but they are stopped by the heroes and are not able to come through. And this fight is definitely won by the defenders. And the attackers will have to recover from this one. 3 minutes 50 left, so not that much time. They will have like 1 more minute to stack up together and get the push done. But definitely not more like this. Not more than this. Attackers going up the wall again. I mean, you don't want to push the gates usually, but they are low on time, so they will have to go up and then immediately down again. So not much time here for the T4 shields and Rochi to come behind them. Falcos, very nice. They got another set of Falcos. While the defenders, I'm not sure if they have any Z4s left. As we can check here, no C4s on the board for the defenders. Oh, wait a second, here. On the top at the B point, there's 1 more unit of C4s, and that could be critical damage once again. Falcos shooting in, and seems like they're baiting a bit, but no, here we go, push coming down, and they are definitely ready for this last push. They have to be quick. They can't really, yeah, they can't go for the supply. They have 2 less time for that. We see the defenders immediately going there, willing to take any time of the attackers they can do at any point. And yeah, oh my god, that's just, it's just too slow for the attackers. I think they will run out of time because of the smooth, the T4 shields just dying to the trap. The guy that commanded them was killed before, and they are slow. They are still slow and taking their time. Well, they only have 2 minutes left for the B point. I don't think they will have the time, but they can prove me wrong here. And now they are rotating back. They are... I'm wondering what exactly they want to do. Very, very nice trap here in the middle of the enemy's block. But 1 minute 40, and now comes the push to the middle. They don't have the time to do anything more than just immediately go to the top. We see it here. Immediately turn to the top. Some units might go to the other side? No, everything, every single hero and unit will go immediately to the point. I don't like this trap, but oh my god, very nice spade here from the attackers to bait the defenders into the trap. Falcos very close, shotgun Falcos here onto the point, shooting in, but immediately getting jumped, and they won't do that much. They only so less units and so many units for the attackers left. I don't think the defenders got so many more units than the attackers, and I don't think the attackers will make it. Very, very nice defense here for the defenders, and I mean 4 times C4s just paid off at that point. They had 2 times C4s for the first push and then 1 for every single other push. That's just so massive fire damage, and I don't think the attackers were prepared for that. We have some marksmen out here, but only 15 seconds left, so nothing they can do. And GG's like that. First match goes to YeahBuddy. Very, very strong. Played by both sides. And I really enjoyed this first match, and I'm happy to see a second one coming for us in a few seconds or minutes. And we have Pustoy on the longbow, MVP for the attackers, sniping out 9 C4s. That's so much, that's more than 1 unit C4s. And on this other side, Baba as the poleaxe doing also a great job with 1,500 support points. And on the second place, a pike, 112 unit kills. Also very good job by him. In the analyze, we can see a long time nothing happened. Really no unit kills. We have like 1 or 2 maybe in the beginning, but then nothing happened. And then the fight comes and just lasts so long with, it feels like more losses for the defenders, but still not enough. And then the second fight, just so many more losses for the attackers that they, in the end, sadly lost this match. And yeah, but very, very strong. And I think in the defense, when they play the Falcos right, they will succeed there. And here we go. One last match coming up for us. Legend in the defense of Hidden City and YeahBuddy in the attack. Lobby is not up yet. We will have to wait like 1 or 2 minutes for that one. You can join. And what I really want to see in the second match now is the defense from Legend, and especially if they play Falcos, how they want to play it, because they can be so strong in these long alleyways, and if they play them right, they could snipe out potentially the C4s before they even get in position. Pustoy with his longbow, very, very strong from him in the beginning, sniping out almost a full unit of C4s there, and that's exactly what they need to do here. The YeahBuddy is so strong with those framies, and if you don't kill them before they reach the push, you might lose the push, because even if they only get 1 shot in, it's just almost over. And yeah, I hope that Legend knows this and gets some early kills on the C4s. And maybe it would be also funny if YeahBuddy would bring some Falcos in. They only had C4s this time, and maybe mixing this up with Falcos would give them even more pressure on the defender and yeah, possibilities to push. And here we go. We're in the lobby for the last match. At the moment, only casters, but that will soon to change. Bans are in last ban, not being able to make the Queen's Knights, and yeah. Only 2 players in the lobby at the moment. Umin Kagan, who opened the lobby, and Kukuyu. So at least 28 more to come. And I think 1 more caster. Here we go. Next player in, and now they're coming, joining. Or maybe not. Seems like YeahBuddy is a bit faster in joining than Legend. But we will see in the end. The last time they were missing 1 player. And yeah. And I mean, we are not winning by joining faster, but by playing better. And I just hope we will see a beautiful last match. And yeah, I love to see C4 Falco play. It's just, I mean, you only have here, most of the time, you only have one of both. If you have one. Because C4s or Falcos are just being banned almost all the time. And this time we have both. And that's just amazing to see how much impact both of those units have on those team fights where they just kill like 30, 40 units at once. Two more casters to be moved into the casting section. If we have the same amount of casters this time than the last time. Now 1. I think 1 cast is somewhere in those skies if you joined already. So, meaning we need 7 more people joining in, and then we are ready to play. Seems like YeahBuddy is full now. So we're just waiting for players of Legend. And yeah, I think we should be fine in the next 2 minutes to start. So get a last coffee to stay awake and be ready for our last match of the day. And here we go. Oh, seems like Gokuyu is not a player. I was wrong there. I thought he was a player. Okay, 5 more people. Four. Should be only a matter of seconds now. Okay, casters are all in their section, so we're really only waiting for players. Meaning 2 more, and we are ready for our last match. Seems like we're fine and ready to go. I'm ready to switch the scene as well. Just waiting for the countdown to appear, and then we go into our last match. No ready yet, but we might start without it. Yeah. Here we go. Last match of the day. YeahBuddy versus Legend. A 1-0 for YeahBuddy? No, but soon to be changed to either a 2-0 or a 1-1. Here we go. On the left side, YeahBuddy already having 3 times Zifus out. +1 means 4 again. Same amount as oh my goodness. Never mind, we have 5 times Zifus. Gabba also taking Zifus with him. So, oh my god, that's 5 times Flamies. No focus. And on the other side, we have 2 players playing Focus and Zifus and no other special unit. And I think this is the first match I've ever seen where one team has 5 times Zifus and it's not a team full of random guys just playing what they want. So yeah, I'm really interested to see where they want to bring 5 times Zifus, but I expect them to bring 2 times Zifus every push they make, except maybe for the last push. And on the other side, probably 1 time Zifus, 1 time Focus every push, and then they swap around, and yeah, should be the way to go. Just Barracuda plays Focus and Silent One Zifus, and then on the next push, Barracuda Zifus and Silent One Focus. The units are just almost the same, just some Reapers, Mdao, Slanders, and Hussars, plus the Imperial Pikes. On the left side, we see already again so many shields supported by just a few damage dealers because they have the Zifus for damage dealing. And I think this is the threat YeahBuddy's going for. They're just heavily relying on their tanks plus the 2 times Zifus for the damage output. Meaning, if the Zifus die, they just have tanks in their push. I mean, Pedis Guards and Man at Arms can still do massive damage, but the real damage output, they want to come from the Zifus, and that's a big problem if those Zifus die, but as we have seen it in the last match, those Zifus are hard to kill. I mean, Pusoy as a Longbow was able to kill them, but almost nobody else. I mean, if you jump them, you're just dead because they block you and you don't come to the Zifus. And otherwise, you barely come to them with units or stuff like that because everything is just getting burnt down and killed before it reaches them. We see the Ram already put down completely. Oh my god, that was a big mistake. Three cannons shot at almost the same time, so they had no time to react, and the ram is completely down, meaning they would have to shoot it down another time, otherwise they almost gained no time with that. Ram is ready in 10 seconds, and huge misplay from Legend there, but probably not game ending. Yeah, as we can see, Legend already set up in the back, not willing to fight out of the gate. So yeah, definitely not a game ending difference here, but definitely annoying for them because, yeah, you really like to have more time and have the attackers push later. We see the right siege tower just being pushed now, meaning it will take 1 minute or so to reach the wall, and the middle tower is almost there, left tower is almost there, but the right tower will take its time. And again, YeahBuddy just immediately fighting there, and this time not finding anything. We saw them jumping off the wall, the defense they had. They succeeded by getting one of the attackers and lost one of their own in the retreat, but now they didn't find anyone there. But I really like the aggression coming out of them. They just show they're there and are not willing to give any space they have to the defenders. And that's how you have to play this. If you don't have Falcos, you have to take every single place you have. And oh my god, the Falcos are... The Falcos are just placed like that. So one Falco is in the front and open to any traps and stuff like that. They're very lucky they only lost one Falco there and not two. So yeah, two would be so much more painful. One is okay, but two is like unnecessary, at least. YeahBuddy setting up on both staircases, ready for the pushdown, and oh, they might even go for the right and the left staircase, ignoring the middle staircase, and really make the defenders have to think about where they are going with which units. Because YeahBuddy got 2 times Seaforce, but the Legend only have a 1-time Falcos and 1-time Seaforce, so they have to decide where do the Falcos go, where do the Seaforce go, and where does the rest of the units go. And this could be a huge problem if we see maybe a third push going here. But probably not. I mean, we see Seaforce here on the wall, and probably, oh my goodness, here in the middle, some hero fighting going on. Pustoy down, the longbow down, meaning the guy down that could snipe out the Zephos potentially, but nothing more happening. But we see 1-time Zephos on this push and 1-time Zephos on this push. And that's, oh my god, that's so spread out, and the defenders will really have to check twice where they're committing to. Trap going in. Barely hitting anything. Falcos are retreating into the trap. Very unlucky here. The trap just hit the wall here and got some Falcos with it. And Falcos are even getting punished more by the musket on the top. And now they can push going down on both staircases. I hope I will be able to check both sides at once. But yeah, we will see. The defenders are set up at the supply, just some units on the B point. Falcos moving towards the B point, Seaforce probably going to the small gate, and they are both going to the small gate, ready to fight there. And oh, YeahBuddy moving around and going towards the point that they will be too late to help the Modaos there. They are quick. Legend is quick, gets in the back, and they really have to watch out for the front. Seaforce going in, helping out the whole push, and the defenders don't have anything in the middle. attackers know where the Tifos and where the Falcos are, so they know now they can push the middle without any Falcos or Tifos in between because they have the rotation blocked. And oh my god, the trap, and you see it, they just take the free B point. The defenders will have to push in here, and that's a beautiful setup. We see here Tifos for the attackers, just shooting him perfectly, getting a bit countered by the Falcos and Tifos of the defenders, but they just wipe out everything that was on the B point before, and now the defenders have to really be careful about what they are doing. They have to move up the Tifos and the Falcos to shoot into this point, but it's coming so much from the attackers. They know where the Falcos are, they've seen him, and they are going in. Hussars just charging perfectly down this lane. Some heroes of the attackers are dying, so they can't really push on, but oh yes, we still have Falcos and Tifos for the defenders. 1 C4, 2 Falcos, but they will be gone in a few seconds, and the attackers still have their Tifos as far as I've seen now, but no Tifos for the attackers. Perfect defense here. Imperial Pikes, 2 Imperial Pikes walks going in, and that's a really tough fight here for both sides. We have 1 more T4 shields going in for the attackers, 1 more man-at-arms going in for the defenders, immediately killing 3 heroes. Very, very nice here, and this might be a game-changing difference. Cuff going in is for the defenders, Rochi for the attackers are cleaning up those, and it's really, really hard. Mary Joseph has to retreat the Hussars to get them out, but nope, Hussars will be finished. And here we go, B point lost, and very, very close fight here, but I think YeahBuddy came out with a victory of that, and we can check units. We have even T5 units, and 50, now 60 T4 units more for the attackers, and they are going fast. They are really moving in fast, but they have the numbers disadvantage. Now they have 14 versus 13, but they can't really go in. We see some Reapers going in from behind. So many units that are still left behind and need to move up, and that's the reason why they can't push in here. No Shenji available, so the defense can set up in this corner here, which we probably will see now. Some Rattan marksmen with Tifos and Falcos are getting pulled in front, but oh, the Falcos are immediately getting jumped. Safely retreated, and they need to get a safe way towards the point now. Both Tifos and Falcos have to move now, because otherwise the rotation will be blocked. They won't be able to get in there. And why? I'm a bit surprised to see the Tifos still in the back. Falcos as well, they have no protection, only range here. Only range. If the attackers see this, that is just game-ending damage for the defenders, because Falcos and Rattans are just going to be killed by all those units there. But if the attackers are not going in, which with what they aren't doing in the moment, it could be very, very nice. Trap going there. Falcos are getting moved in. Oh my god, this rotate is so dangerous. Look at the small. Oh, Falcos are getting into the corner safely. Tifos still in the back at the Rattans. And both special units very safe here. And I'm kind of surprised to see that. I mean, we had only range there. If the attackers would have known this, they could have jumped it, and they sadly didn't see it. But very lucky for the defenders, and they have to be careful to not let this one happen again. We see the Rattan still doing massive damage from back here. 22 left. So definitely a huge damage output. Musket going in, killing 2 of them, but not much. Takers going into the back now with T4 shields to make sure no more range pressure here. The Rattans are getting pulled back and probably swapped out. They were just for the pressure, and now the real tanky units come, and I love to see this from Legend. Very, very clean defense here. Falcos are in the corner, Tifos right behind. They are very ready to fight everything that is coming to the point. I mean, the Falcos can just clear everything that is coming from the back here. The C4s can clear everything that's coming to the front door, and both together will just be deadly for anything that the attackers might bring in. I mean, we see one time Z-Force in the front here, for the attackers and one-time Z-Force from the back, but definitely very difficult to push this. We see the back going in probably. Oh, the Z-Force are going to the back. Why? Z-Force are going to the back, shooting in, but immediately getting flanked. This is so bad for the attacker, for the defenders. Defenders getting flanked from every single side. I don't think this is a good trade for the defenders. Z-Force for the attackers are dead. At least the ones that came from behind. But now here come the Z-Force, and they are getting jumped. Very, very nice job by the small, getting all the 7 Z-Force, and this just changed this whole fight around. Cuff going in to Sars, very nice over the point, and clearing up everything here for the defenders. Defenders have to get away. Trap is coming, and now, oh my goodness, this trap is so good, and the point is just fully covered with red units and heroes, and the defenders will have a rough time going towards this point here now. Several T4 pikes going in there, walking, but the T4 sheets are just taking this all away. C-Force in the back, the 5th unit of C-Force now in play, and this one will just make the match even worse for the defenders. I mean, the T4 shields are now soon to be dead, but this trap is already then. It's just so deadly. Another unit of YeahBuddy is just getting wiped. Point is in control of the attackers, and this is so well played for them. YeahBuddy, very, very strong push here. 3-side push, very hard to coordinate, but they did it. They got the match, and GG's here. Well played, very strong attack, and oh my god. So nice match. We have on the left side Balthazar with 127 unit kills, 7 Falcos killed, very nice from him, and 1 C4. On the other side, God King Azura killed 4 C4s, and I think, let's just check, this guy, yeah, here we go. He was the one jumping the Z-Force on the end cap. Sadly, not that much else, but here 8 Z-Force killed by him. Very good job also to him. And yeah. And the analyze, we see first fight was just so even, and then second fight a bit better for the attackers, so the defenders lost a bit more, and that just was the point where the defenders lost. But such a close match and so intense, it was amazing, really amazing to watch this. And so like that, we got a 2-0 victory for YeahBuddy. Okay, and like that, we are at the end of this